Hello and welcome to episode 272 of the Daily Sales Message Sales Podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell. I teach people how to sell for a living. And for me, it comes in two parts. First of all, you need to have a clear sales message. People have got to actually understand what you're trying to sell to them. And secondly, you need selling confidence, the ability to be relaxed and comfortable and confident in a selling situation. In this episode, we're talking about, and I hate using words like secret, but I kind of have to do it to get you to click, so forgive me, but my £600 million secret. Something that helped me sell £600 million worth of product across my previous 12-year career. I never missed a target in that time. Always did very well, and it's a lot of reasons, of course, but this was one of the main ones. And I was in a business-to-business environment where I was selling to other businesses, but it's true of any selling environment. I focused on what was best for my buyer always. So I did what was in their interest, not mine. That's it. I focused on what was going to be beneficial for them, not what was going to be beneficial for me. And in this particular scenario, I had access to industry knowledge and other things that I could share with them. So I reasoned that my first job was to help my clients stay in business and run the best business they possibly could. And that meant that when they wanted to buy the particular thing they were buying, I'd be the natural and obvious choice because they'd want to reciprocate the good stuff I'd done for them. So I spent a lot of my time actually kind of unofficially being like a sales coach, a business coach, helping them with advice and strategies and approaches and things to do that ironically in the moment didn't directly help me to sell anything more. Not in the moment, not directly, but over time, it created that reciprocity, that goodwill. I became the go-to person for the thing I was selling just because I'd proved myself time and time again. So don't be lazy. Don't do what a lot of people do, pitch slapping, focusing on themselves, being selfish, being greedy, being self-focused. Don't do that. Come into every conversation. Think about how you can leave somebody better than when you found them, and think about what's best for them. And guess what? If what's best for them is to not buy from you, then you're going to have to suck it up and just tell them that and be okay with that. There's no point trying to convince and persuade, cajole, or push people, because guess what? They will find out anyway. Because if you've been pushed to do something you didn't want to do, retrospectively, you realized it or you regretted it and you're annoyed. So it's kind of, end game doesn't work. So focus on what your buyers want, focus on what's good for them, because in the longer term, that builds a much, much better relationship, and you too may become the go-to supplier for what you do and sell £600 million worth of stuff across 12 years. Right, that's it for this episode of the Daily Sales Message. Tomorrow, I feel like every episode of the Daily Sales Message is a random episode, but tomorrow is a random episode. I'll explain more then. In the meantime, whilst you're waiting to wonder, what could James possibly do tomorrow that's random, head on over to sellingconfidencescore.com. That's sellingconfidencescore.com. There's a 20-question, 2-minute, 20 yes-no question, 2-minute quiz you can fill out. It'll give you a score on how well you're doing at selling, but more importantly, identify areas for improvement and actually tell you how to improve. You'll get a free action plan. It's free. Sellingconfidencescore.com. Get your score, get your action plan. It will take you 2 minutes to complete, and you'll get advice and strategy, a bit like we share here on the Daily Sales Message every single day. That's it for this episode. Thank you for listening or watching wherever you are in the world. I'll see you tomorrow for a random edition of the Daily Sales Message.